So I ran this saw yesterday and it ran beautifully, except for, you can see in the exhaust area, it is full of oil. So it's running a bit rich. I'm not gonna tune the carburetor here because I have neighbors that I like, because they're quiet, so I want to be quiet. But yeah, today I just need to clean it up because all the oil and stuff, and I want to just blow it out, because if you leave this on here, it's gonna cake up and just be kind of nasty. So, and plus I want to install, if we could find it somewhere in here. They have two. So this thing came with two different felling dogs, and so actually it goes this way. I'll point up, so I could pick either one. This one's good, I guess, if you're just trimming some branches, but since I'm actually doing a little bit of bucking on the ground, and install this one over here. Actually, it goes like, it points up. You got one that points down, and then, because what you do is you have your log, say this is a log, you'll point it right here and then kind of go down with it to kind of swivel on that point. And I also want to check the chain guides that I kind of shaved down, just to see what they look like, because I want to get my new good shirt dirty. I need to get like a shop apron, because I'm always working on dirty stuff, and it'd be nice to have something to kind of keep my clothes clean. Oh, take off the brake because it doesn't come on. Oh, yeah, look at all that sludge in there. So let me go get my dirty toothbrush, and it still has some wood chips in here. It just gets all caked up, and so I just want to keep it clean to where it just works better and lasts longer. So I sit down so I can see better. Okay. Yeah, so this is all. I need to take off this chain too. Myself. Let's go back just a little bit. It's scary how loose you have to get this thing. Now the bar is stuck behind the clutch. Let me keep this open over here. Little things on the chain. I'm gonna brush all that off. There we go. But yeah, you can see all the oil on it. Oh, speaking of oil, how much bore oil did this thing use? There's still some in there, so that's good. So it didn't run out. Because if you look on the side, a little bit of a gas gauge, so you can see where the gas comes up. This is halfway. It's right here, so still probably have I don't know, a little bit less than a quarter tank left. Seems to be a little bit excessive oil. Even when I tested it on our deck, there was a lot of oil on the deck. And then the other thing is, I see that there's some oil and gunk on the brake here, so I need to make sure that this is clean. That way I have an engine brake, and that it's not robbing me of power when I'm trying to use it either. So let's get the bar over here, the nut right here, and all the other pretty stuff over here. Okay, let me just get in there. Yeah, so I ran this for probably about 30 minutes yesterday, and got all this crud in it. So where's my pick? Where's the pick? It's getting stuff everywhere. So clean off this nice Holzfforma label. Yeah, that looks nice now. Okay, yeah. The inside of here is all full of two-stroke oil. Yeah, so getting most of this gunk off. What's this? Is that? Yeah, that's a piece of rubber. Okay. At least the clutch spins really good. That's nice. Yeah, I mean, this stuff just got everywhere. Okay, let me blow this off so I have another clean surface. So back off, please. Band. All right, so I'm gonna put on this felling dog. Goes like that. And then also I have this chain catcher that goes like this, right there, and the screws. If you notice, there's this blue thing on the screw. It's a form of like Loctite or whatever. This is called a patch screw. So the blue is like and I don't think they have enough on there. Hold on, I'll be right back. So I'm gonna use this purple thread locker because I'm looking at this and like it looks like they spray painted it. This does not look like actual like a patch screw, because usually with a patch screw the patch that they have is actually a little raised so that it spreads out over the threads, and this is not spread out. This feels like, I mean, this feels like it's spray paint. So I'm just gonna use a little bit of this on my screws so they don't back out, because I do not trust. Let's put a little dab on it, let it run around. I'll get that first. Goes in there. Yeah, because I was cutting yesterday with this, and it did okay without the dog, but I would much rather have it because I was bumping the case up against the logs, and I don't want to mess up the finish on my case. It's brand new, you know. But I could say from one use of this thing, with the way they have things set up with the oiling and everything, this thing looks dirty. It looks like I've ran it for a year or something and never cleaned it. That was the first time I ever used it, and it just looked really dirty. And then this goes right here, chain catcher. Now this thing's gonna look mean. It's like a little mini badass chainsaw. Yeah. Yeah, I like the purple thread locker rather than the blue. It's not as strong as the blue, but I also use this on pretty much everything, and it actually worked really good yesterday. So I want to try to keep it looking new. I think tomorrow I bought a what you call it, a tachometer that can pick up the signal from the spark plug, or the ignition system, I should say, and that way I can retune this thing according to the steel specs, because that's really what it needs. It's running way too rich. I can't have clean up like this all the time. That's too much. My 261, that thing, even after a few runs, wasn't even this dirty. especially like with all the bar area, the whole chain stuff. Yeah, the only nick I see from the chain is right here. There's a line running right here from where the chain was hitting. That's fine. It'll just wear out. I'm gonna let it wear out because I'd rather that be tight than loose. And on the other side, it's like it was still running right here a little bit. And the same thing. It wasn't really causing it to stop. Okay, let me. Also, while I'm here, there's this little screen. The screen for the exhaust. It's a spark arrestor. I don't want to see how oily this thing is. Dang, that's a long screw. Okay, not that bad. That was just one use. You can see the little screen on the inside. Here it's black, but it's starting to turn black. There's some carbon on it, but it's not bad. Let's stick it back in carefully. Yeah, you can see their patches coming out. It's not but that's fine. This is something I'm gonna check every once in a while, so I'm just gonna leave it as is. I don't think you need a patch for that. Okay. Anything else? And this is just, man, this just takes a straight blade screwdriver in here for the adjustment, so not too bad. Just trying to clean this thing. I really don't like my tools being that dirty. This is, you can see this thing is just filthy. And this is just the saw part. I haven't even touched the bar yet, so, okay. Let me dust this out one more time, real quick. For the bar, this thing is, all gunked up. The chain looks a little gunked up. I'll be right back. Okay, not as bad as I expected. One thing that's very important on your bars to make sure the oiler hole is clean. So take this, and I'm just gonna make sure that it's, yeah, just to clean it out. Now it looks fairly clean. Yeah, as far as, and like yesterday, I didn't run it in the ground. Like I didn't hit any dirt with this, and I'm very surprised how much gunk is on it. So it must be coming from mostly from the oiling system of the saw, because they're just way too oily. I'm gonna get the saw up here. The bar put in if I can. Okay, there we go. And this chain has some gunk on it too. I just want to clean off the teeth on the inside. Where's my newest paper towel? I think that's this one. This one. At least I know the oiling system works, because that's one of the main complaints of most people online about these clone saws, is that the oiler doesn't work very good, and this one seems to work really well because it's over oiling the chain. But it seems to run perfect with it, because you're supposed to, like when you run out of gas in your tank, you should be pretty near out of oil in for your bar. So, and this seems to be about right, because it looks like it's getting close to being empty on the bar oil. So I guess it's right where it needs to be. But I think the main thing I really want to do is carburetor adjusted because that's too much oil coming out there. Oh yeah, that's gonna look awesome with that big oil thing right there. Because I don't need the whole bar, you know. I have another saw that's bigger to cut like stuff that's over 6 inches round. I don't need this for anything over than 6 inches maybe, but just like while I was using it, it didn't really bog down on anything, but it wasn't it really wasn't liking anything that was thick, especially when I was cutting like the stumps. It didn't like that. Okay. And here's my little nut. This is pretty good. I'm just gonna leave it like that. Just finger tight first. Once it bottoms out. Oh, that's way too tight. And once you tighten out that nut, it gets a little closer. There we go. It needs to go a little tighter till it went a little bit past where I want it. Yeah, that's better. Okay. Got some little snap to my chain. Everything. Oh, let me blow out this side of the because where the flywheel's at, it got kind of kicked up with dust. Give it one last blowout. I'm just gonna. Okay. Chain on the right way is sharp enough. Looks like I got a little dirt up here. Okay, that's fine. Whatever. That's where it's supposed to keep my engine clean. So I'm hoping that's. Okay, that looks to be in there good. So it's ready for the next use. All I have to do is add in some bore oil, add in some gas, and I'm good to go. So it's all cleaned up.